Cloud Vitamin Cream is my wife and I. We're a small company and we have this philosophy. We're going to identify those molecules that are key in the maintaining the health of skin by looking at the composition of skin, identifying the active molecules, putting them in a cream, and treating people. As a physician, my particular interest in molecules like retinoic palmitate is that it is a unique sunscreen. That is, it filters the sun. So we know that 7% of light that we cover with a sunscreen no longer is enough. So what retinoic palmitate does is it protects you against all three forms of light. Therefore, I use it 4 or 5 times a day in my cancer patients. So I use it primarily as a cancer prevention agent. Now, cosmetically, the other folks love it. And the reason why they love it is retinoic palmitate, that naturally occurring vitamin A molecule on the skin, is first completely non-irritating because it comes from skin. Second, as it enters the deeper layer of skin, that is, it enters the dermis, it's converted to retinol. Retinol is hottest cosmetic molecule in the world. Reason why is when you use it, within days, skin becomes naturally smooth. It starts looking very healthy. By 4 months, brown spots start to go away and stay away. By 6 months, start to see collagen growth. So these molecules literally grow collagen on your skin. This is an exciting area of new medical research. All of a sudden, we're finding out the importance of this vitamin in restructuring skin. So people that have established common skin diseases, eczema, responds well both as a preventative agent as a treatment agent, cortisone-free. If you look at the acne rosacea, particularly patients who have acne rosacea say, I have crazy skin. They love niacinamide because it fixes that portion of their illness which is related to the moisture barrier. Psoriasis, particularly old folks with dry skin, respond beautifully to niacinamide. As we get older, we don't make as much of that glue, so niacinamide stimulates it. There's 2 areas that are really exciting. The next was published 4 weeks ago, published in New York Times, an article describing niacinamide's ability to prevent skin cancer. So let's sit back and look. 5 million people a year have skin cancer every year in the US and require surgery. This report says if we all use topical niacinamide or oral niacinamide, we can reduce that number of surgeries by 1.5 million. So here's simple vitamin treatment, cancer prevention. The other area where this is very exciting is in cosmetics. So we know, the cause of premature aging is long-term sun exposure. We've mentioned that retinoic palmitate is a valuable agent in treating premature aging. Here's the next one. Vitamin B3. So repairing that membrane actually becomes very important cosmetically. So again, skin feels super smooth and healthy within a week or 2. These are the patients who are standing in my office saying, this is the best stuff I've ever seen. You see reduction in the pigmentation, the irregularity of the pigmentation that's so typical of aging by 3 or 4 months. 6 months, again, you're seeing evidence of collagen regrowth. So, cosmetic agent, medical agent. When you apply vitamin D3, you're duplicating nature. The way that you and I make vitamin D3 exclusively is our skin and sun exposure. So, Cloud Vitamin D3 cream is that N vitamin, the vitamin that you're trying to make, and you're applying it to skin. And where we see it as being very useful is we're recognizing this massive epidemic of vitamin D deficiency. Kids, people who live in polluted areas, people that live north of the 33rd parallel. In other words, north of Los Angeles in wintertime aren't making vitamin D. Folks who, by choice, by style, choose to stay out of the sun need to have a source of vitamin D. So in the minds of the guys who are Cloud Vitamin Cream, it makes sense. Apply it. We give you a daily amount that is the amount that's required to maintain healthy vitamin D levels. Put it in a cream, wear it every day. My wife, who's a highly capable and dedicated mom, reminds me, kids hate taking vitamin D. They don't hate putting creams on their skin. So nice and simple. Kids had a bath, finished, drop of vitamin D cream, sun-exposed areas, boom, done. Recent evidence says patients with psoriasis are deficient in vitamin D. So what we do, put everybody on vitamin D and see a year later, a third of them are still on it. Minimal brain dysfunction of the elderly. What's that? That's a guy like me who has senior's moments. Vitamin D does beautifully. Here's a natural source of vitamin D. You can apply it to your skin. So folks who can't go outside, natural source of vitamin D. Apply it to skin. It's what nature taught us to do. All we're doing at Cloud Vitamin Cream is duplicating what nature says to do. Commonest cosmetic problem that women experience who have type 3 to 6 skin, that is, don't burn easily, tan well, to people that tan very well and never burn. The commonest problem they have is pigmentation on the face. So it shows up as brown patches. It's so common that we have a name for it. We call it the mask of pregnancy. So one of the situations that occurs in normally is in pregnancy. But the truth is, this is a problem of 20 to 40% of women, typically early menopause, during menopause, developing persistent brown patches. We've had traditional treatments. We've used hydroquinone, which is increasingly being attacked as being an unsafe molecule. We use topical cortisones and we use topical vitamin A. 2 years ago, a study published says topical silymarin really works. Silymarin is milk thistle, so that weed that you see growing on the side of the road. Milk thistle, an extract from the milk thistle, is called silymarin. And where we use silymarin and where we find success with it is in the treatment of these brown patches on the face. Applying silymarin twice a day to this pigmented skin, within months you start to see that color lighten and lighten and lighten. Now, to give you a little bit of background, this is one research article that was published 3 years ago. We're very excited about using silymarin. Realistically, I live in Victoria. I don't see a huge number of patients with pigmented skin. So this is a treatment that we want available to people who are interested in treating hyperpigmentation. We distinctly want feedback. There's a massive need for new treatments for pigmentation in the world. We all hope this is the answer. This is the secret. First, when you apply it, wet skin. So I'm going to give you an example of what I do every morning in the shower. I've finished my shower and I'm standing there wet. I take 1 pump of cream and I put it on a palm. I then rub my palms. This palm is my face, so I apply it to my face, and particularly eyelids, lips, and ears. And you say, you're going to put that on your eyelids. These are naturally occurring vitamin molecules. Your body does not get irritated by these molecules. So you can put it directly on your eyelids and lips. Then I rub my hands, neck and V, back of the hand to the shoulder, same drop. Now the fun part. You want to know, does it really work in treating my eczema? does it help me prevent eczema? So here's what you do. When you apply it to wet skin, apply it to the affected areas on one side. Now you're going to find out a week or two later, oh, I've been treating this arm every day, and I haven't been using it on this arm. That's what's going to teach you whether or not this is a profoundly good molecule for you.